Hello, my fellow Hylians. If you know where that's from, you are the real MVP people. So, try this again. I just got a call, so I'm refilming this. So, The Holiday Trap by this person. It's an LGBTQIA plus book. I can't remember the main character girl's name. I do believe the guy's name is Gabe, something like that. The girl is from a small town. The dude is from Louisiana, I do believe. Or they're switching lives because he just found out that his boyfriend from months has a secret life basically that he didn't tell him about, and he's realizing, oh, I should have seen all the signs and all this. And she wanted to get out because she is a lesbian, and her mom put her in this auction to be auctioned off to have a date with a guy. So they have this mutual friend that they go and talk to, and she's like, well, why don't you swap lives with this person? And they're like, well, I can't do this. The woman, she takes care of plants in her house. The guy has a dog. So they basically live in each other's houses and get a different perspective on life. One moves to the town that... So they basically, at the end, they end up moving into each other's houses, like taking over their houses because they fall in love with people. It was really good. It was super cute. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Funny moments. I felt so sorry for the guy because he was just going through it and he felt like a complete idiot because he didn't realize that the dude he was dating had another life, basically. Alright, the next book I read was Christmas at Saltwater Cove. I actually DNF'd this book. It was just not for me, and I didn't like the main character. She was just very annoying, and her name just grinded my gears. I have a bad backstory with people named Sandy, and her name was Sandy, so we had to deal with that. Hold on, son, please. And it wasn't a good book. It was no Christmassy vibes or nothing. So yeah. The next book I read was Dirty Christmas by Mara Lynn Kelly. This was really good. I gave this 5 stars. It was just a quick little novella about this hockey player. His name was like, I read these during like the beginning of the month, so it's kind of hard to remember what their names are. So it's about this girl who shit, I really don't even remember, y'all, because it's been forever since I've read these. I'm so sorry. This is a horrible video. Anyways, you just gotta know that this hockey player is relentless, and he kept asking her, marry me, marry me, marry me, date me, date me, date me, date me, even though they just met that night. And she kept saying no, 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 no. And then one thing leads to another. He's stuck with her. She's stuck with him. He helps her out with her Christmas stuff because her sister was supposed to do it, but her sister ran off with his hockey buddy. And she finds out that his family died when he was young, so he didn't really have like Christmases. So she's like, oh, you can have Christmas with me, type of thing. And then one thing leads to another. They end up doing it, and they end up getting together, basically. The next book I read was A Winter Cabin's Christmas. I also DNF'd this one. Just wasn't giving me the Christmassy vibes that I wanted. I don't know what it is about this year, what this year is, but I'm not in the Christmas mood, and this one wasn't even putting me in a Christmas mood. And when the girl finally met her love interest, the book started going way downhill, and that was like the first 4 or 5 chapters. And she kept talking about how she's this PR person, and oh my god, I'm this person, I do this, I work on TV, blah blah blah. Every few seconds, it was super annoying and irritating. I hated it so much. The next book I read was Frostheart by Jamie Littler. I gave this 5 stars. This is about Ash, Tobu. They embark on a journey with the Frostheart crew. This is Lana. She's part of the crew. Ash is a song weaver, and they're forbidden in this world because they think that the song weavers get controlled by the Leviathan, which are the monsters inside of this world. And Ash just realizes, and Tobu realizes, that Ash is going to song weave no matter what, and they get a found family in the Frostheart crew. One of the characters in the Frostheart crew, Shank, I think his name is, or Shad, he was horrible. I knew from the start that there was something sketchy about him, but I love Ash and Tobu. I can't wait to read the second and third one. I need to buy them. I'm so down and I can't wait. And this is hands down a 5 out of 5. I will definitely be reading this to my son for sure. I know he'll love it when he gets older. And I'm definitely going to be rereading this. And I love the art in this. Like, Jamie Littler does his own art inside of this. There's pictures throughout the book. It's amazing. Here's Ash and Lana. There's also a fox in here, and his name is Mr. Pod, and he is so adorable. I love him so much. Here's Tobu. Love this. I'm glad that Gavin talked about it so much and raved it, because he's the reason I picked this book up. Okay, the next book I want to talk about is A Very Merry Hockey Holiday. I gave this 3 stars. This book was centered around people who just had baby fever. Crazy baby fever around a bunch of hockey players and everything. There wasn't talk about hockey whatsoever. I thought this was going to be talking about hockey, not... it was very short. It was only like 89 pages. It's like a little novella. It was good for what it was. It was a story. I didn't like the fact that everyone was baby fever like constantly throughout this whole book. It was crazy and irritating. And the next was Daphne and Velma, Vanishing Girl. This is a reread for me. Of course, it was a 5 stars again. I actually listened to it this time, and I enjoyed listening to it as much as I read it. I buddy read this with my best friends, Bonnie and Alicia. Of course, their links will be down below. Go follow them. Alicia's channel should be starting in the new year. Bonnie just hit a 1K, so congratulations to Bonnie. Love you, girl. You thoroughly, yeah, you deserve everything. So, but Vanishing Girl. So this is about Daphne and Velma, of course, from the Scooby-Doo gang. And this story is about Daphne's best friend ends up going missing, and she ends up being stuck with Velma. They end up being best friends again because something happened before where they disband being friends and stuff. And you see Shaggy in this, and Scooby. You see a little bit of Fred. You don't see a lot of Fred inside these books. You do see the Hex Girls. I love that the Hex Girls are in this too. Of course, they're in high school. Daphne is like a spoiled little rich girl. She comes to realize that she is a spoiled little rich girl, and that her mom isn't as bad as she thought she was, because she thinks her mom is a horrible person type thing. But it's good. I love it. I highly recommend these books, especially any time of the year. Of course, if you're a Scooby-Doo fan, definitely read this. I found a bookmark inside of it. Definitely read this if you're a Scooby-Doo fan. It's so good. And the next book is The Dark Descent, and that's the one we're picking up in the new year. Alright, the next book I read was Storybook Christmas. Gave this 4 stars. It was another buddy read with Bonnie and Alicia. We all read this in different increments at time. Alicia just finished it. Me and Bonnie finished it before her. It's a book on Kindle. If you're going to buy it on Kindle, it's like 99 cents. It's super cheap. It's a really cute book. The only thing is, I hated the main character in this book. She was so annoying because her boyfriend just broke up with her because he got a promotion, and her only thing is, if I get promoted, oh, Joshua will love me, he'll go back with me, and all this and that, and oh, there's a really hot guy named Finn, and I really like him, but I can't go with him because I want to be with Joshua. I only know Joshua. Joshua is an asshole, y'all. I wanted to literally stomp on this dude's nuts because he was so horrible. He was disgusting, egotistic, a-hole, and he had the goals to give away her ring to the boss's daughter because now he's dating the boss's daughter. Like, he's such an asshole. And she did not see it until she watches him walk into this freaking Christmas party that they're doing and realizes, oh my god, he is an asshole type of thing. It was horrible. It was disgusting. I hated him so much. I do not like him. And the book was good other than Joshua being a major a-hole. And she does come to realize, and her and Finn and Bertha, I love Bertha so much. She was so, like, she held this freaking book together. Bertha, like, makes her do this, oh, you're gonna grab the life by the balls and you're gonna take it on and do this and be more assertive and get what you want because you deserve it type of thing. She's coaching her. Can you please stop? And then so she ends up getting hired at this company who's going to actually treat her well, and they're not misogynistic men, and she works in publishing company. She works for children's books, and I hated the fact that her family called them little books because they have another publishing company, and what I gather, they publish like adult books. So because she's in a publishing for children's books, they're called little books. So she's not more higher up in their family ranking, whatever. It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommend picking it up. It's a cute little Christmas read that if you just need to knock out, like reach your Goodreads goal, if you need to knock out a little short Christmas read, I recommend this book to you wholeheartedly. And I am currently reading Jingle Bell Beard. I'll put it up here. I'm enjoying it so far. It's about this main character who's a brooding hockey player, and he doesn't want to go to his hometown, and his ex-girlfriend for high school convinces him to come back in town, and one thing leads to another. They're going to end up getting together. They haven't had any steamy moments yet, but I know there's some to come. But they've had the thoughts inside their head. And then I'm currently reading a magazine, but it's over there. It's about UFOs and aliens and if we're alone in the world or not. But those have been my recent reads. What have y'all read recently? Let me know down below if you read any of these, what you thought about them, if you want to pick any of them up. And I will see you in the next video. Remember to be safe out there. Always be kind to each other. And always go on your next book adventure. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
If I could begin to be half of what you think.